we're going to get started in a seating position. This is some of you already are. Crossing your legs if that's comfortable, taking your seat. Just take a moment when you're there. As always, to just move around your shoulders. You can close your eyes already. Just sway a little bit, hold on to your knees, and slowly find your stillness. Just ease into it with movement. Release your hands to the top of your knees. Visualize your spine is long and tall. Roll your shoulders onto your back body and give your chin a slight tuck in. See if you can connect and tune into your breathing here. Take a couple breaths. And let your breath tell you how you're feeling today. If there's something stuck, if you feel something heavy, let your breaths here be that moment of awareness before you begin moving. In and out through your nostrils. Can you feel your breath exit your nostrils? And then just bring your awareness to your chest, your shoulders. Maybe there's a slight movement, a rise and a fall. And then see if you can direct more of your breath to your belly. So your breath becomes this full diaphragmatic breath. Letting your ribs expand. Let your pelvic floor relax as you inhale. And as you exhale, just notice a natural lifting up. As you inhale, your diaphragm contracts, your pelvic floor relaxes. As you exhale, your diaphragm relaxes and your pelvic floor contracts, lifting up. Just noticing it's all a system, using pressure, using your muscles, using your whole diaphragm, all the organs around here that are working together in harmony. So let that happen. Let it just without taking control, let it just naturally flow in and out. And then slowly begin to flutter your eyes open, keeping a soft gaze in front of you. Let's take a side stretch towards the right. Reach your left arm up and over. Take a moment to settle, feel length through both side body. And then with this left arm, left shoulder, and left chest, you're gonna start to reach forward. So you start to almost twist through your spine and face the side of the floor. And then open up that window again. A couple times like this, reaching that arm forwards and down. Look at the floor. Inhale to lift up. It feels as if the air is really heavy. It's like dense and you're pushing through a cloud. Lifting up as you inhale. Exhale here, stay. Breathe in, let's rise all the way up and over towards the left. Take a moment before you find your depth. Notice how the neck is feeling, how the hips are feeling. And then let's begin to take these little window openings, I call them. Reaching your right arm forwards, face your left knee, or even go so far to face the outside of your left thigh. Reach through your right fingers and use your breath to guide the full movement up and down. Let's enjoy two more like this. You can close your eyes. Inhale as you rise up, exhale to stay there, and inhale as you reach both arms straight up to the sky. As you exhale, reach your hands towards opposite elbows and bring your arms behind you. See if you can wiggle your fingertips down rather up your arms so that you can rest your skull on your forearms. And then inhale, I want you to reach your chest up as you lean into your elbows and you reach your elbows further behind you. And as you exhale, push your arms into the back of your head and start to fold slightly forwards, just leaning maybe 45 degrees in front of you. Inhale, push your head into your arms, lean back, lift your heart up. Exhale, push your arms into your skull, lean forwards 45 degrees. One more, inhale to lift and lean back. Exhale, reach forwards. Breathe in and just sit vertically up. Exhale, release your hands to your knees. Give your shoulders a little shrug and then a little roll, both directions, forwards and back. And we're going to take some little thoracic cars. Cars stand for controlled articulated rotations. So from here, bring your hands across your chest into this little X prisoner kind of shape. And then I want you to just imagine from where your ribs start, we're only moving through there. So your hips and everything below stays stable. We're just bringing these rotations from your thoracic spine. So from where your ribs start, I invite you to round this upper spine, round your thoracic spine slightly forwards. So spread your shoulder blades, kind of like you have bad posture. Now let's lean towards the right, like you're tipping your teapot into a cup. Beautiful. Now let's lean your left shoulder even more forwards. And then start to lean your both shoulders forwards to the center. Tip your left shoulder towards the left. And then draw your right shoulder back. As you start to take a back bend, draw both shoulders back behind you, arch through your thoracic spine. And then tip to the right. Pour the tea into the cup. Now drop your left shoulder forwards and continue this motion. Just we're going to do 3 circles on each side, coming forwards to the left, tip to the left. Reach your right shoulder up and behind you. Reach your left shoulder behind you as well as you come through center and tip to the right. Last time here, you can close your eyes. Why we're moving into the spine and all these really specific movements here is because the bird of paradise, which we're going to attempt later on, requires a little bit of spinal mobility and hip mobility too. All right, sitting tall, let's reverse the circle. So rounding your upper spine, go towards the left. And then tip your right shoulder forwards, come forwards and toward the right. So I guess you could call this clockwise now. Tipping to the right, the left shoulder goes back. While you're here, taking these 3 slow, conscious circles, notice if there are any points that not necessarily are painful, but that are more noticeable. And they don't have to be in your spine. Could be a point that's in your hip or even in your ankle. Just take this moment here to feel into those joints in your spine. You've got so many joints lining up your entire spine. And around your thoracic spine is where you have most joints. Take this final rotation here, clockwise. Beautiful. Still breathing. And then slowly lifting up. Reach your arms up to the sky, stretch tall. Give your wrists a couple circles. And then exhale, bring your hands to your right leg. And we're going to cradle our leg. Like I said, lots of hip mobility for this posture. So let's hug our right knee in and see if you can grab a hold of your right foot and place the right foot in the nook of your left elbow. And then your right elbow wraps around your right knee and we cradle a baby. Obviously, you can have the foot slightly higher up. You can hold it with your left palm instead. Now just rock your leg left to right and play maybe with slower movements. Maybe reaching the right knee further back behind you, further in front of you. Take a moment just to lubricate through the joints. Beautiful. And now grab hold of the ankle of both your hands. See if you can stretch the leg forwards. Still sitting tall, maintain some integrity. Flex the foot, point the foot, flex, point. Now hold the outside of your right foot with your left hand, opposite arm and leg. Reach your right arm to the side. Breathe as you open towards the back and take a little twist here. Inhale. Exhale, face the forwards, reach your arm to your foot. Inhale, open up, twist. And exhale, reaching forwards. Let's slowly bend the knee, place the foot down, and switch over. Cradling your left leg now. Place the foot into your right elbow, hold on to that knee. Give it a side to side rocking motion. Sitting tall still, rooting through your sit bones. Beautiful. Take it a bit slower. Explore your range, your extremes. Good. And now holding the ankles, stretch the leg out straight in front of you. It doesn't have to be high. It can be lower. It can be slightly bent. See if you can sit tall, use some of your core strength. And now hold the outer edge of the foot with your right hand and spin your heart towards the left. Reach your left fingers towards the side and back. Exhale to reach forwards. Last time. Inhale, open up. You can even do a little archery motion, like you're pulling that bow towards you. Stretch the arm back. Beautiful. Exhale forward, slowly bend the knee in. Stretch both of your legs out. Just give them a little movement left to right. And we're going to get started. Rolling onto our knees. Almost like we're coming to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. A little stretch for the feet, the soles of the feet, and even the ankles, the shins. Sitting back, rise onto your heels. So we're staying here just for a little while. If it gets uncomfortable, please do untuck. But see if you can stay there and breathe through it. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. On exhale, I want you to cactus out your elbows like a cactus tree. Reach them back behind you. Enjoy a bit of a spinal back bend. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, cactus. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, cactus. And now with your elbows, draw some circles as big as a football or a soccer ball, whatever term you use. And then reverse this. Let your shoulders really just get a bit of movement, especially behind us. We're so often with something in front of us. Really enjoying opening up, just moving through all of its range. Beautiful. Relax your hands towards your thighs. We're going to do a little bit of wrist mobility since we do work on our wrists a lot. So grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and you're just going to stabilize it here. So you're kind of just a slight little grip. Now with the right palm, I want you to squeeze your fingers in like you're really have a strong little pancake. And now we're going to take these little circles. Keeping the fingers together, I want you to imagine you're drawing a big, big circle. But here's the catch. Try to keep your palm facing up. So we're not doing little cheating rotations. We're trying to really keep our palm facing straight up, drawing a big, big circle, coming down. And you should notice a bit of difficulty towards the sides. And then don't forget to reverse it. Just a couple times. And try not to be too forceful, like you're trying to get somewhere. Just ease into it. Let this be a place where you're just learning more about yourself. And then let's switch. Grab hold of your left wrist, fingers together like a strong pancake. Can't find a better term. Start your circles. And maybe one wrist has a little bit more mobility than the other. And you should notice if you find that your wrist wants to kind of rush through a spot, that might be a place of weakness. See if you can linger there a bit more. And then let's reverse your circles, same amount of times. Beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't worry, as always, we will get moving After that, bring both of your hands together, cross your fingers, reach them up. Please do untuck your toes if you're still tucking them under. Inhale here. Exhale, push a wall away. Round your spine, tuck your chin in. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful. And exhale, push away. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release your crossing. Bring your hands down, knees below your hips. Let's take ourselves into tabletop. And I'll reach your left leg back, right arm in front of you. Don't worry, we're not doing the same things as on Tuesday. We're staying here just for a few bird dogs. As you exhale, tap your knee underneath you. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, tap. Let's focus on stability here. So staying strong and focused. Exhale to tap. Let's do one more. Inhale to reach away. And exhale to tap. Inhale, reach away. Now drop your left toes down. Bring your right foot slightly towards the right, so pivoting it out. And then step your left foot flat down and reach your left arm up. So we're in this little modified side plank. Press down with your right thumb and reach your left leg off the floor. Strength through the entire left leg. You flex the ankle, the foot. Now lower your left foot down. Come onto your right fingertips. Feel your core turn on a little bit. Feel some length through your side body. Now look at the mat. Look at your fingers. So see if you can hover them off the floor. And maybe give your floor a little bit of a brush. And like you're hanging your arm there. And then see now if you can lift your left leg off the floor. Now this is really tough. This is like a seesaw. You might notice you're coming forwards, you're coming back. Play around with finding that center point. Yeah, both your left leg and your right arm is off. And your core here is working really, really hard. You should be able to feel. It's a lot harder than it looks. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right hand down. Keep your left leg lifted. Now stretch your left foot in front of you, in front of your hip, towards the side. Reach it back. Just one more time. Reach your left leg towards in front of you, and then reach it towards the back of the mat. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your left heel to your bum, and see if you can find the top of your ankle. And now while you're here, I want you to try not to just arch through your lower back, but keep a slight tuck of your tailbone and really shine your hips forward so you get a bit more of that stretch. And now if you'd like, you can kick into your hand. Kick into your hand with your foot. Open up through your chest. Push more through your right hand. Enjoy a bit of an opening. Beautiful. And then slowly lower down into your tabletop where you were. Hands down, knees down. Let's switch. Left arm goes away in front of you. Right leg goes long. And we tap underneath us. Inhale to reach. Focusing on that length, on that balance. Reaching away. Tapping under. One more here. Beautiful. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. And don't forget to pivot your left foot out towards the left. Left hand comes down, step flat on your right foot, and reach your right arm up. Ah, bliss. Now reach your right leg off the floor, parallel to the floor. Beautiful. Lower your right foot down. Look at your left hand and rise to your left fingertips. Feel length. As you exhale, can you hover your left arm off? And once again, you can play around. You can swing the arm or you can just try to keep it there, hovering off. While you try and lift your right leg off the floor as well. And now let's begin this little seesaw motion. This is really easy for you. I envy you. This shouldn't be easy. And if it is really easy, then try and bring your left foot so that it faces directly behind you. So you don't have that little kickstand support. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down, stretch your right arm up. And just for 2 times, stretch your right leg in front of you, maybe tap the toes, reach it straight back. Stretch your right leg in front of you, tap, reach it back. Now bend the right knee. Squeeze the heel to the glute, find the top of the foot. You can pull the heel in and really tuck your tailbone under, shine your hip flexor forwards, and then push the foot into the hand. Allow your right shoulder to roll open. Maybe even you look at the sky. Stay here for 1 more breath. You should feel your left glute is strong. And then slowly release, dismantle, come back into your tabletop, tuck your toes under, stretch your hips all the way back to the sky for downward facing dog. Instead of finding motion here, let's try to stay in stillness. Just feel that beautiful, solid foundation of your 4 limbs on the floor. And now as you breathe, instead of arching your spine and pushing your chest towards your thighs, I invite you to create just a little bit of that natural curvature in between your shoulder blades, right by your thoracic spine. So in fact, knit your ribs together and create that little slight C shape. And now, soften your knees, and right by your tailbone, your pelvis, can you just let that segment of your spine tilt up to the sky? So we create this beautiful S shape, which is the shape of your spine. You can play around with it, kind of give your tailbone a little movement. That's enough. From here, roll forwards to plank, drop your knees down. There was one thing I forgot. Stretch your right leg out towards the right, in line with your left knee. Right toes face forwards. Look forwards and breathe in. Exhale, send your hips back, just a little stretch for the inner groin. You can untuck your back toes. Maybe you go all the way. Inhale, let's lift up. Just one more time. Exhale, hips go back. Right foot plants firmly on the floor. Inhale to reach forwards. Exhale, right knee comes in. Switch so your left leg goes out in line with your right knee. And then push back slowly. Come forwards again. Exhale, push back slowly, slowly. It's more the journey than the destination that counts. Come forward, slowly drop your left knee down, come back to your downward facing dog. Can you give your head a little nod, a little no? Your chin goes from one shoulder to the other. Can you nod a little yes? Let your head just have some free movement. On your inhalation, lift your heels up and wave your spine forwards into a plank. We're staying here for a little while to actually heat up and build some strength. So start to really firm up through your body. Press down through your knuckles, squeeze your inner thighs, your glutes. Press your heels back and make sure that you've got broad collarbones and a broad back body. Staying here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin in. Push through your hands and round your upper spine. This is called the introverted plank. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to a normal plank. Soften your knees. Push your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Wave your body forwards to plank. Lower your knees for this first one or for all of them. And slowly lower your chest all the way down. Come to find your oscillating cobra. You should know what that is already. After so many classes with me, fingertips down. Let's wave our spine up as you inhale. Exhale to lower. Push and rise. Release and lower. One more. Push your fingertips, lift up. Exhale, release down. Bring your legs together. So you can squeeze your legs together like you have a mermaid fin. Your heels are touching, your big toes are touching. Now reach your arms by your hips behind you. Let's find locust. Lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your knees or legs. Stay where it works for you. Staying up, can you keep breathing? One more breath here, keeping your chin relatively tucked in. And slowly release down, relax on your left cheek. If you can completely relax your muscles, slowly releasing them, growing heavy. We've got one more locust. Bring your face to center. Squeeze your legs together. Lift your chest, your shoulders, legs, rising up. Staying where it feels stable for you. Play around. Maybe your arms can open out towards the side. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower all the way down again. Rest on your right cheek this time. Completely release your muscles. Learning when you can actually focus on contracting your muscles and when you can release. Just growing a bit more aware of that. From here, bring your hands by your shoulders, tuck your toes. Either come into plank or roll through a child's pose. And then let's all meet in downward facing dog. So your way, what works for you. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. And step your right foot by your right thumb. Staying in the slow lunge, rise to your fingertips. Take a moment just to arrive here, feel into the body. Now your toes should be pointing forwards. Now let's reach our right arm overhead. Reach long through your right fingertips. Lower your right hand down. Left arm overhead. Reach long, feel your left side body is longer. Left fingertips down. Inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to feel your ribs come together and that you're not resting on your thighs. So maybe lift up a little bit. Breathe in and reach both arms overhead. You can reach them to the side and then overhead. Staying here, powering through these legs for 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips down. Hop your left foot in slightly until you can ground the left heel down. We're going to open to Trikonasana. So from here, you can hold your right ankle and then glide your left hand by your left thigh and reach your left arm up. Or you can rise higher. If you like a little bit more height, just hold your hips. Wherever you are, make sure this right leg is strong. And if you have hypermobility in your joints or your knee, you can place a slight bend at the knee. Just make sure you're focusing on the strength there. Beautiful. Slowly look towards the mat. Bend the knee. Hop your left foot back even more. Right foot goes back. And sweep your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot by your left hand. So we're switching. Come onto your fingertips. Now reach your left arm overhead. Breathing. While you're here, let's switch. Reach your right arm overhead. Focus on that left foot, on your legs already gearing up to support both arms. Right arm comes down. Inhale. As you exhale, belly button in. Lift off your support. Reach both your arms. Keep breathing. Don't just leave your breath out. Keep breathing here. Press down through all 4 corners of that left foot. For 3, for 2, for 1. Fingertips come down. Hop your right foot in until you can step the heel down. Stretch your hips back. Find your way in Trikonasana. So this is a bit of an awkward Trikonasana because we don't have our hips fully open. Just do what feels good for you. Just a moment to stretch out this left leg and rise with your spine. Take an inhalation where you are, wherever that is. And exhale, find your hands on the floor. Soften your left knee, hop your right foot back. Left foot goes back as well. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Take a hop or step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way, reach your arms straight up. As you exhale, reach your arms by your side body. Interlace your fingers behind you. Press your palms together. And reach your shoulders towards one another as you stretch your arms long. Take a little bit of a back bend, squeeze your glutes. Inhale here. As you exhale, soften through your knees, and your heart guides you forwards and down. Knuckles reach up to the sky. Release your head, and let your arms, your shoulders, your knuckles go where they want to go. Can you keep active through the shoulders? So keep reaching these arms far away from you. Inhale here. Open your mouth, let it go. One more breath. Strong shoulders. Open your mouth, let it go. Release your knuckles to your back body and slowly, like a waterfall, drop them down to the floor. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to plank. Lower to your knees if you wish, or keep your knees off. Come halfway down. Glide your chest forwards. Come find cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, meet in your downward facing dog. That was just a Surya A. Reach your right leg up towards the sky. Breathe in. And step your right foot by your right thumb. Set up for warrior one. So the left heel comes down and your hips stay square. If your left knee is dodgy, just stay in a lunge with the heel off. Rise all the way up. Arms go up towards the sky. As you exhale, your palms can touch. Look forwards. See if you can lift your right heel off. Lower it down. Lift your right heel off. Lower it down one more time. Lift it up. Lower it down. Glide your hands to your hips and lean forwards. Kick off this back foot slowly and find yourself balancing on your right leg. Warrior three. Now while you're holding your hips, focus on bringing your left hip in line with your right, so squaring them off. Focus on this right hip wrapping around and in. It's going to want to kind of go off to the right and nudge it in so you feel your right side body is as long as the left. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, stand on your right foot and bring your left knee in. If you need to shake off the right leg, go ahead. From here, we're going to find tree pose. So hold on to your left leg somewhere low and see if you can guide the foot towards the high up on the right inner thigh, as high as possible. Now you can be towards your calf or your ankle as well. But if you can bring it high up, then you enjoy the full posture. You're going to squeeze your right inner thigh into the foot. So a strong right leg. Left hand to your left knee. Reach your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lean towards the left. Why are we here? It's because we're focusing on strengthening up the right leg, the ankle, in a balance. The bird of paradise is a balance. Reach both arms up. And now just a last little thing here. With both arms up, can you draw a circle, swaying your body to the right, forwards, to the left, and then reverse it. This is good for your brain. I think it's called your vestibular system. We're always looking at a fixed point on our screens, so this is good for us, challenging yourself. Let's get out of here. Lower your left foot down, stretch your left foot back, right foot goes back as well. Woo. Clear it out from a vinyasa. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Step your left foot by your left hand. Set up for what we did on the other side. So warrior one. Reach your arms up. Exhale, palms together. Lift your left heel off and lower. Lift it high up and lower. One more time. Lift it up and lower. Glide your hands down the side of your body like a little dance. Hold your hips. Push off the back heel and find yourself coming to a balance. Now, it's not like you just arrive there. The whole point, like I said, is the journey. So squaring off your hips, pushing down to the left foot, pushing your right foot back. Breathe in, breathe out, and start to stand tall. Hug your right knee up. Give your left foot a stretch if you need to. And then immediately find your tree on this side. Pulling the ankle up into the left inner thigh. Squeeze the foot with using your adductors here, your left inner thigh muscles. Now hold your knee, reach your arm up to the sky, lean to the right. Notice the foot wiggling. Keep breathing. Both arms go up. It's good if you're actually swaying around and bubbling. And start to take little sways, one in each direction. Ooh, my left side is worse than my right. I don't know about you. Taking these two little fun, maybe not so fun sways. Slowly lower your right foot down. Stretch your left leg back behind you. Hands come down. Stepping back, you can take your vinyasa or feel free to take a little pause if you need. Remember, it's what serves you. Meeting a downward facing dog. And now we're going to move towards our bird of paradise. So inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop or step in between your hands. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Samasthiti. A little pause, a place of equanimity. Reach your arms to the side. Now, once again, stretch tall. And exhale, float down. We're going to go straight into it instead of doing a vinyasa. So from here, let's step our right foot all the way back. And now we're going to set up for warrior two. So step your right heel down. Open up your arms in this little windmill shape. Ooh, windmilling. And make sure that you're in this somewhat kind of a warrior two alignment. Hips open to the right, left knee is bending. The heel can align with the middle of your right inner arch. Just make sure that it feels good in your body. Inhale, palms go straight up, stretch your left leg. Exhale, open your arms, bend your left knee. One more. Inhale, stretch your left leg, look up. Exhale, open your palms, look forwards, bend your left knee. Lean forwards, connect elbow to knee. Push your elbow away, reach your right arm up. Now for bird of paradise, you want this hinge here to be really quite tight and compact. So see if you can reach your left fingertips down. And while you're here, grow long through your spine. Go strong through your left foot. Reach your right arm up. Lean towards your back leg as you stretch your left leg. A little pause, reverse Trikonasana. Look up. Now let's find full Trikonasana. Reach your left fingertips forwards. Lean front. Find your shin, your ankle, your floor, or your hips. Stay there for a breath. Maybe look up. Now everyone look down. Strong left leg, rise tall. Pivot your left foot towards the right corner of your mat. Pivot your right foot towards the back right corner of your mat. Bend deep into your right knee, Skandasana. See how low you can go. I want you to have really deep flexion here at the hips. Use no hands. Come towards the top of the mat. Bend through your left knee. Now come towards the back of the mat. Bend through your right knee. Come towards the top of the mat again. Bend through your left knee. Beautiful. And from here, set up for your warrior two again. Now let's set up for bird of paradise. Pull someone one's coming. Give me a moment, everyone. I'll be back. Just come to down facing dog. I am back. Come back towards your side angle. So left fingers in front of your left foot. Can you try and bring your left shoulder underneath your left thigh or close to it? Reach your right arm behind you. See if you can find your fingers. Find a little bind. Right? Just try it out. Now look at the floor and start to heel toe this back foot higher off the mat until both your feet are almost basically hips distance. Now pour the weight into your right foot and lift your left heel off. Start to balance in your right foot as you lift your left leg up with you. You're basically holding it. And see if you can stand somewhat tall. I can't do this, but the idea is that you will stretch your left leg away, fully straight, and you shouldn't be so rounded like I am. But it takes practice. So wherever you are, even if you're standing like this, taking a moment, slowly lower your left foot down. Come out of it the way we came in. Step your right foot all the way back. Rise through warrior two. Stretch your left leg. Lean away. Oh. So we had deep compression and flexion at the left hip. Take a breath. Beautiful. Windmill your arms down. Take a vinyasa if you'd like, or take your child's pose. Meeting a down facing dog. Let's see how it goes on the other side. So step your right foot all the way to the top of the mat and set your back foot up for warrior two. Windmill your arms open. Find yourself in warrior two. Inhale, stretch your right leg, palms meet. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend and lower. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale to bend and lower. Elbow to knee. Push the knee away, left arm goes up. Take a moment here while you have space to establish the foundations. Beautiful. See if you can find the floor. Beautiful. Now reaching straight up. Stretch your right leg. Lean back. Reverse trico on this side. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, lean front towards your right. Find something to hold on to where it feels safe for you. You can try different methods, different ways. While we're here, imagine you have two eyes on the back of your head, and they want to look down at your foot. Yes, and now you're looking up at the ceiling. Look at that. From here, bend through your right knee, stand tall, stretch your right leg, point your right toes to the left upper corner, point your left toes to the back corner, bend through your back knee, sink deep, bend through your front knee, and sink deep, bend through your left, and bend through your right, Skandasana. Stay facing the right, set up for warrior two, turning your toes, just a little pivot, and set up for bird of paradise. Lean forwards, right fingertips, the inside of your right foot. Bring your right shoulder low. So you should feel your right side body and your right thigh has this connection. Bend your left elbow behind you. Bend your right elbow underneath you. See if your fingertips can meet. And if they meet, give them a little handshake. Now start to heel toe this back foot up to meet your left, as far as possible. And once it's there, lift your right heel up. Balance in your left foot as you lift your right leg off the floor. You're holding onto it. Try to bring your spine tall. Stretch through this left leg. The left glute is working. And as you breathe, try to stretch your right leg away. I used to be better at this, but you really have to keep practicing. to lower. Slowly bend your left knee. Lower down. Release your arms. Step your left foot back. And as we did before, rise tall. Take your reverse Trikonasana. Stretch your front leg. Lean back. Allow for space. So for those of you who are maybe not even doing any of that, something else you could do and practice is you could wrap one arm behind you, holding on towards your right side body. You could find the toes and try to practice stretching the leg away. That's just a little bit of variation. Now from your reverse tree, go windmill your arms down. Lift your back heel off. Lower your left knee down. So we're not coming to vinyasa. We're gonna stretch. Arms go straight up. Inhale. Arms go behind you. Find your lower back. Reach your elbows towards one another. Support yourself in this back bend by pushing into your lower back. Almost like you wanna encourage your coccyx, your sacrum to go underneath you and forwards. So we're not doing this just to push an arch through our lumbar spine. We're doing it for support. Heart goes up, breathe. Push your hips into your hands. Send your hips straight back. Stretch your right leg, lift your right toes, lean forwards. And now step your right foot down, bend your right knee, bring your left hand to the floor. And like we did in our ladder flow, just nudge your right knee open. Breathe into the space by your chest. This class is going by so fast. Beautiful. From here, bring your right foot flat down. Let's switch immediately so we have time. Left foot goes forwards. Reach your arms up. Circle them back. Support yourself. Hold on to your lower back. Squeeze elbows in. Rise with your chest. Lift up and breathe. You feel your glutes really almost they're shaking underneath you. Beautiful. Push your hips into your hands. Lean forward. Stretch your left leg. Hips go back. Left toes go up. Bit of a half Hanuman variation. Now bend through your left knee. Bring your right hand down. Guide your left knee away with your left hand. Open up through your heart. This should feel yummy. And then slowly step your left foot down. Bring your left knee back. We're just going to send our hips to the side and our legs straight out in front of us. And from here, step your right foot down. You guys did so well. Bird of Paradise is kind of nuts. So stepping your right foot down, let's take a twist. Right arm goes up, right arm goes back. Hug your right knee in with your left elbow, or hook to the outside of the right knee. Keep your left leg pushing away. Keep breathing. Beautiful. From here, slowly unwind forwards. Two options. You can drop your right knee open and take a fold. Janu Sirsasana. Or a version, different version. Bring your right foot behind you. Come to the inside of your right knee. So we have internal rotation. And fold. Let's see what you like to go for today. Begin to relax your face, your cheeks, your jaw. Stick your tongue out. Slowly roll up, especially if you've got your leg like mine. Take a moment to just lean back. Let your hips be heavy. And then find yourself vertical. Lift your right knee up if it was down, switching the legs. Step your left foot in. Let's take a twist. Arm goes up. Arm reached back. Hug your left knee or hook around it. Let your breaths ease you. Relax around your temples, in between your eyebrows. Let's unwind to the front. Take whichever version you took, Janushirasana, or with the internal rotation, sitting tall, lean forwards, find the foot, the floor, find length and depth. Trying to bring your left ribs, your right ribs parallel. On your next inhalation, let's roll all the way up. Lean slightly back. You can bring your fingertips to the floor behind you. Beautiful. And then sitting tall, step your left foot down, step your right foot down. Let's take a little inverted tabletop. Bring your hands back. We're gonna let our thumbs be open. Push through your hands, send your hips up. Squeeze through your seat. Tuck your chin. Lower all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, shoot up. Inhale, lower. Last time. Exhale, shooting up. Push through your hands even more. And lower down. From here, reach your arms in front of your legs, rolling all the way onto your back. We have such open hips right now. Let's see if we can bring our knees to our armpits and grab a hold of our big toes with our second and third finger. We have this little hook going on. Draw your knees down towards the sides of your body. And see if you can stretch one leg away. And bend that leg in, stretch the other leg long. And bend that in. Release your left foot to the floor. And see if you can stretch your right foot straight up to the sky while you're holding it. Bend through your right elbow and maybe pull the foot in closer. Relax your left hand to your left hip. One final thing here. Slowly let your right leg open out towards the side. So it's slowly coming towards the floor on the right. Super open hips, you've got a hold of it. And maybe it drops all the way down. Take a breath. Soften your right knee back towards your armpit. And release your right foot down. Bring your left knee towards your armpit. Hook your left big toe. Now push the foot to the sky. Relax your right hand and your right hip. Gently pull the leg towards you. Bend through your left elbow. Now see if you can slowly lower your left leg towards the floor on the left. Got it. You're holding yourself. You're good. I don't have space because of my wall. And once it's there, take a breath. Bend your left knee back towards your armpit. To release, let go of the big toe. Let your foot drop down. Let both of your knees drop to the left. Drop to the right. One more time on each side. And grab your blanket if you need, your sweater, switch off the lights if you like, and begin to set up for your Shavasana. Stretch your legs away. Let your arms be wider than normal. You did so much work, even with the shoulders in that bird of paradise. Make sure your shoulders, or rather your shoulder blades, Feel like they're resting flat on the floor underneath you. Slowly begin to grow more aware of your surroundings. Take a big breath in. And bring some movements back to your fingers, back to your toes. Just in your own time, begin to hug your knees in. Give yourself a rock side to side. Making your way up into your seated position. To end this class, let's all take just 3 big breaths in. So breathe in with me. And exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. And last breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Thank you all for joining me.